beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a mid-month check-in reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, so this reading is a little bit different. I did do a reading like this before, but it is all about you. It is about how you're doing, how you're navigating this time period, this transition into the new year. Anything that's blocking you, if love comes up, we'll talk about it. If career comes up, we will talk about it, but it's more about how you're feeling, okay? Because us tarot readers, we tend to talk about love, we talk about career, but we never truly sort of investigate how we're managing what we're going through right now. So let us see what comes up for you. The first card is going to be your protagonist energy. That is the energy that you are feeling at this moment in time. And then any blockages that come up will be the next card. And the unified energy is what you're doing about them, or how you are sort of actually sort of forging ahead regardless of any challenges. So it's looking pretty positive for you at the moment. Wow. Okay, so the first deck I'm using there is the Lenormand deck. I don't know if you noticed it, I loved it there, though my ring by accident knocked the tiger eye, okay, and it just spun around. So I know that you're a Leo, which is a lion, but I just felt it was really wonderful energy, especially tiger eye is a very powerful stone to have. But anyway, let's move on to your reading. It's number 29. Now, when you reduce number 29, 2 plus 9 is 11. So I feel like you're trying to be really positive about the year ahead. You're trying to be really positive about your career path or your soul path, your life's purpose. And I feel like you're looking forward with hope and optimism. Even though you may have been going through a real test of faith, I feel like you're trying to summon up the courage to just, it's not just put on a smile, Leo. I feel deep down you're trying to manifest your dreams, your goals. The only thing that you feel is missing a little bit right now is a lucky break. You just want the universe to give you a bit of a break and, you know, things to turn out perfectly, because I do feel like you're in alignment with your heart, okay? You may even be asking, am I on the right path? I feel like you are sort of forging your way ahead towards the right path. So even, for example, if you're doing a job that perhaps is not your first choice of career, I feel like that is a means to get you to where you want to go, okay? So I feel like you're still aligning yourself with what it is you want to achieve. Also, I feel people love your warmth, my beautiful Leo, and you may have not been shining much last year. I felt last year it was a bit sort of a little bit of insular energy, really doing a lot of sort of processing things, being a bit stiller than normal, maybe a little bit more philosophical. But I feel, especially in your sort of yearly reading that I did for you, you may be feeling a little bit more like yourself, or trying to come back to who you are, that wonderful bright spark in the world, that energy. So I feel like you're trying to find the motivation in order to move forward. Also, this particular card, I mean, this is the woman, of course, in the Lenormand deck. Now, it's not male or female, it's not about gender, it's about energy for me. So this is about that feminine energy of deep intuition and receptivity. So I feel like you are trying to activate things like law of attraction, thoughts becoming things, you know, maybe even cosmic ordering. I feel like intuitively you're being guided to where you need to go. And I feel like there are some lucky breaks coming your way, but I feel even if you're going through a very sort of difficult period right now, but my beautiful Leos, I feel like you know that there is a turnaround. You know that there is a brighter day, that things are going to work out. You can feel it, that there is something positive coming your way that actually aligns you with whatever it is that your heart is desiring, okay? We've got number 2. This is in the resistance position, so I do feel like you have been having a very difficult time when it comes to luck, when it comes to karma. I feel like sometimes it's almost like you felt you've taken 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. But I do feel like this is a challenge that you're going to overcome this year. There's a lot more lucky breaks coming for you in this year, especially since Jupiter is in such a positive position in Pisces right through to May there. So I do feel like there is going to be a huge turnaround. I mean, this is the 4-leaf clover, which is about luck. So I feel you've been putting in the hard graft, you've been doing all the work. I feel like now all you need is the universe to sort of send you a little something something to give you you know, a boost, some sort of you know, either a lucky break or some sort of thing that you're trying to work on. It's almost like you're taking a chance on something. You know that it will work out, but you're just hoping that the universe sort of gives you that little bit. Because right now in the water, all I can see is someone going fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So either you were doing that in this reading as you're listening to this reading going, well, fingers crossed, Baba. If that was you, there's something in this message for you. If it was not you, I feel more that it is about you hoping for something. You know, when you do the fingers crossed, you're like, I'm wishing, it's like a wish. Okay, I feel like there is a wish come true for 2022 in general coming your way. But I feel like you found it a bit challenging. You felt recently, you may have felt very unlucky in terms of opportunities, but I feel that is a challenge to really, it's almost like challenge for you to trust your intuition more, to be more open to love or to opportunity. Because Leo, when you think about cats, you know, you're represented by a lion. Now lions, they are constantly in that energy of receptivity, okay? As in, you know, you see them sort of lying down under the tree, you know, basking in the shade because the sun's too hot. So they have real moments of where they step back. When you step back, you're in an energy of receptivity. But then the Leo, when it's, you know, the lion is caused, there's a call to take action when necessary because they're hungry, they need to go after food, then they're in that masculine energy of doing. So I feel like this year you are tempering the way that you do things. You're looking at, is it worth it? Is it worth my time? Is that person worth my energy? Is that situation worth the hard work that I put towards it? And if it's not, I feel like you're taking a little bit of step back. So I feel like you are protecting your energy, and it's actually giving you more peace. Because Leo, you're not the sign of being a people pleaser, okay? So I feel if you've got into patterns where you felt you've been giving a lot of your energy out, last year in particular was about being insular so that you power up your energy. And this year, I feel like you're going to be shining that beautiful light of yours, and more opportunity is actually attracted to it, because now it's almost like, especially for humanity, not just for Leo, it's almost like 2020 and 2021, there was a lot of hard planetary alignments, and this year it is a little bit easier. I mean, there's still plot twists, as I mentioned, Saturn and Uranus going direct, a lot of sort of shocking energy sometimes, but I feel like you're being given some really good positive surprises. Okay, now the unified energy is number 24, which when you reduce it, 2 plus 4 is 6, which is the number of the lovers. So I do feel like you'll have a lot of opportunity, but I do also feel like you're trying to intuitively let your heart lead you to where you need to go or where you want to go. Now this card, I mean, it's literally about love, but we're not talking about love in this reading. This is all about you aligning yourself with your heart's desire. And I feel like there is elevation here. Whatever it is you're working towards, or whatever it is you're hoping for, I feel like you're going to have an easier time of it. But I feel it's more that you've changed your perspective, even if, because they're just giving me this energy of like when things are like crashing down or, you know, going wrong, you're like, it's fine, I can sort this, it's okay, I can do this. So I feel like you're trying to have a positive perspective on things in order to keep in alignment with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Also, I feel like you're allowing yourself to dream a little bit more. It's almost like you're, you may have felt like your dreams or goals were on hold for the last couple of years, especially since we've had big old pandemic going on. I feel like you're aligning yourself with a set of choices. And, you know, we've got number 2 there. Number 2 is the High Priestess energy, which is about trusting intuition. It's about things not being logical in the world and you trying to come back to some sort of center. The closer you get to your source, the closer you get, like in terms of meditation and things like that, the closer you get to drawing lucky opportunities to come towards you. So meditation, things like that, very important. Even, I mean, it looks like, I feel there's an energy here of being quite busy. So if you feel like, you know, Baba, I don't have time, you know, even if you got 10 minutes on a lunch break or something like that, just take a walk, 10 minutes, clear your mind, just walk, you know, or just sit in the sun if you're lucky enough to have that. 10 minutes out of your day where you just sit in silence, no phone, no nothing, just and focus on connecting to your center. What happens is a lot of images will come your way to distract you. Let them go, let them flow. I mean, let them come in, you know, you don't have to do anything. Just notice what's there and just let it sort of come in and out and just breathe. And actually, the more you do that, the more you'll start to see positive sort of opportunity coming your way because you're getting closer and closer to your center. Anyway, let's move on and see what else is coming your way. I'm using the beautiful Panda, The Way of the Panda Tarot by Kimberly and San. I'm only reading the uprights in this deck just so I can get a clear picture. Oh, they just said there's a flipper. I've got to have a look and see if that is true. So thank you so much. I'm just going to let one come out first. Thank you so much. Is there a flipper? They just said we got a flipper. No. No. Okay, maybe they're wrong. Okay. Sorry. Do fast forward this bit. Okay. Okay. Well, it's obviously not the case because they said we got a flipper, but I can't find it, so it's obviously not there. False news from the other side. That's really strange. They never really give me, not unless you are actually using the cards at the same time as me, as you're doing the reading, and you actually have a flipper. Okay, so obviously not. Okay, well, I'll move on because normally my guides are like bang on point, so we shall leave it there. Okay, I can't find it. So anyway, we've got the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups for you is choices. So you may be wrestling with something right now with regards to what you want to do next. We're going to go get the other cards first before we move. I am rarely speechless, my beautiful Leo. I am rarely speechless. You may know that by the length of my videos. But I just cannot believe it. So, hello. I could not find it. I could not find it. Anyway, I love it when those sort of magical moments happen. And, I mean, your flipper card is the Wheel of Fortune. So, it's covering the luck. So, if you've been praying for a bit of luck to come your way, Leo, there is some luck coming your way. And, I mean, they want to show you in the most fantastical way. That is, what an entry from that card. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I love it. I love it when that happens. Anyway, let's move on. So I'm just going to get your final card. Thank you so much. Whoa. Spirit has other ideas. Final cards. We have the King of Swords. No way. We have the King of Wands. We also have the King of Cups here. I'm just going to pop them on the how should I receive. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm just going to go get that other card because there is another one. One moment, please. Okay, so we've got an 8 of Swords here as well. Okay, so I'm not reading this in terms of other people, my beautiful Leo. I'm reading this in terms of you. So I feel like something here that you may be wrestling with in terms of trying to work something out. Make a decision about it before you take action on it. They really are indicating follow your heart. The intuition will never lead you astray. 7 of Cups there is you being a little bit indecisive about something, trying to gain clarity on something. The 7 of Cups, sometimes it's overwhelming, especially when we feel like we've got a lot of choices to make. And we don't know which one to connect to first. Okay, now we do have the Queen of Wands, which is your energy here. That's a Leo energy. Queen of Wands is about confidence. Know that you're on the right path. It's about self-assurance. So I feel like no matter what's going on in your world, you know, no matter the choices that you've got, I feel like you're trying to be positive or look at them in a really sort of exciting way with optimism they're giving me. So this Seven of Cups and that Queen of Wands, I feel if you haven't been feeling it recently, you're going to get an energized sort of boost where you feel motivated to take action on something. Now, the Queen of Wands typically you know, really connects to creative collaborations. So although I don't really want to talk about, you know, other people's energy really, I do see two kings and a queen here. So there could be you and two other people who are thinking about a venture together. And you may have been wondering, should you do it? Should you partner up with those people? Or maybe you've got a company, you're an entrepreneur, and you're thinking about whether you should all band together on something. I feel like you're really in your head about it. I feel there's some sort of lucky break. The Eight of Swords says, you know, don't hold yourself back. You know, make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you get all the details. But I mean, the King of Cups in the Wheel of Fortune says, as long as your heart is involved in it, it's going to be very, very lucky. The Queen of Wands also is a card of confidence and being, you know, able to really connect to people with this warmth of energy. So for example, if you've been feeling a little bit lonely recently, or you kept yourself a bit isolated because, you know, all around the world, major pandemic, you may have disconnected from some people. I feel like you're coming back out again, shining that light. To get a Queen of Wands again, so, you know, especially your energy, Queen of Wands is beautiful, both inside and out. So if you've not been feeling your best recently, you're starting to have a major glow up, as the cool kids call it. But I feel like this is about you honoring your beauty, having that confidence, and, you know, really feeling motivated to achieve or get busy doing. And recently, it's almost like if you've got a lot of things to do, you're like, right, I've got the energy to do it. What's first? Okay. I should want to focus on this, but this is really exciting as well. So I feel like there's an energy of distraction sometimes, and I feel like you're trying to find what is important to focus on first. Whatever it is, I feel like it's going to be quite exciting. This is a very strong energy of you being self-sufficient, leading with that confidence. And it's almost like, Leo, you're getting your feisty back. If you felt like you were a little bit on hold, especially in 2021, I feel actually it's like you're back in the game. I just feel like Leo has entered the building. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting there. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, what a spectacular way for that Wheel of Fortune to sort of arrive in your reading. But the Wheel of Fortune does mean that there is, you know, a turnaround in events in terms of your karma. This is your destiny. So I feel like you're working on something, or you're trying to focus on whatever it is your life purpose is. It will be revealed to you as long as you follow your heart with that King of Cups. Now, we do have some strong, like Leo, we've got Gemini, we've got Scorpio here. Now, you may have placements in those places, but I feel like this is about, you know, the King of Cups is someone who puts their whole heart and their soul into something. But also, the King of Cups is very intuitive, very emphatic. And the only way that the King of Cups really truly gets connected to that center is by honoring their emotions, but also, you know, finding their spiritual truth. You know, this tends to be, King of Cups energy, it tends to be a bit of a spiritual influencer as well. Someone who leads with their heart, someone who's kind, gentle, and this is you. This is you all over. So even though you are a fire element, and this is a water element, I feel like, you know, you're trying to learn a little bit more, perhaps about diplomacy. And, you know, easier said than done sometimes, especially when you're a fire element. Well, I'm a water element and I'm Scorpio. And sometimes I'm like, well, most of the time I'm very sharp shooting and sort of straight in there, and I say what I mean. Okay. But sometimes we have to look at situations that could be delicate, for example, and temper the way that we say things, get the right dialogue, the right words, in order to say and express how we feel. So I feel like you're trying to turn your luck around in some way, and you may be changing the words that you use. For example, you know, the way that we talk to ourselves, very important. Okay, so if we think that we cannot do something, we're holding ourselves back because we lose the motivation, the drive to do it if we say we can't do it. But if someone else, Leo, said to you, you can't do that, you'd be like, excuse me? What the hell? What do you mean I can't do that? Of course I can do that. I'm going to show you I can do that. Let me prove. So I feel, sometimes we get in our own way with our negative self-talk. So why would you allow another person to tell you what you cannot do or, put any restrictions on you when you're doing it yourself? So sometimes we think, oh, this is not achievable, or we're so unlucky. I'm so unlucky. It would never happen for me. Words become things. They're giving me something that's very profound, actually. I came up in a reading a couple of months ago, but they're bringing it up again. Why do you think it's called spelling? To spell is to cast a spell, but spelling, words, these are spells that we put out to the universe. The way that we talk, the way that we write, these are not just ways of communicating. They're ways of asking the universe for something. It is a spell, spelling. So really remember that thoughts, words are so important because we're actually communicating to the universe. So if you think you cannot do something, you're actually sort of creating a spell that prevents you from doing it. So it's almost like follow your heart. Know that you can do it. Invest all of your heart because that's exactly what you know you can do. The Wheel of Fortune indicates there is a turn of fortune in your luck. It's been a long time coming, but it's coming. The King of Swords is something that you're thinking about. You're trying to intellectualize something. You're very truthful, very honest, but they want you to think before you act on something when you get this card. So align yourself with your heart's desire. You can do whatever it is that you want. I feel like they're really calling you to look at the way that you use your words, especially in this particular line here, because the King of Swords are about communication, but they're also about words. The King of Swords is a great wordsmith, but it's crossed by the Eight of Swords, which can be about fear, which can be about keeping ourselves stuck. Again, through communication, the way that we talk to ourselves, a self-imposed restriction. So it's almost like saying, you're like, maybe I could do this. This would be amazing. But you know what? I'm not lucky. And therefore, you keep yourself stuck. So I know it's easier said than done, but if you can do something like, this is what I used to do many, many years ago, and a friend of mine introduced me to this, and at first I was like, nah, that's not gonna work, but it kind of helped me become aware of the way that I talk to myself. I had a little elastic band around my arm, and every time I was like, oh, you're so stupid. If I drop something or anything like that, that was a negative thing. I just called myself stupid. So then I would get the elastic band and flick it. And I started to notice the amount of times that I was like, oh gosh, you forgot that thing. How could you be so idiotic? Again, a negative thing. Things that we just happen to say. Flip of the hat. But actually, we're putting those words out there, and thoughts and words become things. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Whatever it is you're trying to turn your luck around on is going to work out. They just want you to be aware of whenever you think about something, it's almost like release yourself from holding yourself back. Okay, even it's almost like dream big, because the only person right now, apart from having a bit of a luck, which I feel like is coming your way, there is, I feel like you can break a barrier. That's what I'm feeling. You're breaking a barrier. So either you're breaking a glass ceiling or something. They're calling for your positivity. Okay. I'm actually going to go one more just to make sure. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Sun card. I love it. Leo, this is one happy Leo. Okay. This is a Sun card. So it's almost like remain positive. All will be well. I mean, easier said than done. We're all human. We all have moments of self-doubt, but I feel they're indicating here that being positive, looking at your situation, knowing that actually you've got options. And some people, they don't have options. So even when we don't have options, we still can find a way. We can still gain clarity. And but I just feel like there is a bit of luck coming towards you. I mean, in terms of King of Cups, if, for example, you were looking for love, I feel like there is an opportunity for you to find love, of course. And this person may also have strong Gemini or Leo in their chart, maybe a little bit of Scorpio there. But I feel sometimes there's a little bit of self-doubt or a little bit of lack of confidence that gets in the way. You may feel like, oh, you don't know how to put yourself out there or flirt or things like that. They really want you to be aware of the power that you have, that you may not be so aware of right now. You know, humans are complex creatures. We are all thinking the same things. We're all feeling the same things. We're all feeling moments of nerves, of anxiety, of fear, of what if we're not good enough? What if we can't do it? What if I fail? What if? All of those things are what if. We're all feeling that. Some people are just better at hiding it than others, but it's still an undercurrent. So that's why, as you get older, like me, you understand that you don't become so self-conscious anymore, because you realize actually everybody's the same, and they're too busy wondering about their insides to be worrying about what you've got going on. So I feel it's very important that you recognize the power that you have to change certain things. So for example, if you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, or owning your own business, or setting up a business with somebody, or finding, because I feel there's a lot of independence here. I feel like you're doing something that's is important, that will change your whole life. They don't want you to give up on it, whatever it is. I feel like if you're dealing with contracts or trying to gain a better deal at your work, I feel if you're negotiating a better deal, I feel like you have the power to do that. Don't feel fear. Okay, I know we're going through major economic shifts at the moment, so you may worry that asking for something more, something better, is scary. But I feel like actually you will think it and it will materialize. You will get like an email or a communication from a boss type figure. I feel like you don't even need to ask them. I feel like it comes your way. There's some sort of lucky break here. If you've been going through, if you lost your job, for example, and you've been open to a whole set of new choices of where to go, remember to shine your light. Remember your confidence. There's a real turning point here where whatever it is you have to offer, because the Queen of Wands is one of the most attractive cards of the deck. That Leo energy right there. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. In terms of a beauty reading, the Leo, the Queen of Wands there, that is the most beautiful card in the deck. People are drawn to it. In terms of opportunity, the same thing. This card is brimming with potential, and they want you to be aware you are brimming with potential in whatever situation it is that you're finding yourself in. Yes, there's going to be an extra bit of luck for you, but they want you to be aware of following your heart, okay? Don't get up all in your head, because the only person, my beautiful Leo, that you're really keeping back or holding back is yourself. Okay, I know there's other certain circumstances against you. There could be someone who is very sort of rigid. You may be up against someone who is very cold, or some sort of person in authority who is quite strict, and you've been feeling really stuck in that. But you must listen to your intuition. You must listen to your heart. Okay, whatever that is telling you to do, honor it, because your intuition, your gut is there for a reason. So if there's something you don't want to do, or if there's something you do want to do, listen to that heart of yours, okay? They're showing me that there is going to be a lucky turnaround, or some sort of turnaround of events, okay? Now, they want you to be aware of two energies here. This is the Personal Power deck. It's really beautiful. Personal Power deck there by DREWIT. And your first card there is I am supported. I am supported. So the universe has got your back. It's number 9, okay? So I feel like you are very intellectual, very intuitive. You've got a lot of knowledge. You've been having a lot of time last year in particular for self-reflection, but they want you to make sure you connect to your source by using things like meditation. We've also got, look, I was just saying, I trust my intuition, it says on this card. Okay, it's number 15. Now, number 15 is the Devil card, okay? Right there, we've got 15. So it's there because, sometimes we experience blockages, but they want you to be aware, even in the most tempting situations where you're like, oh, maybe everybody else is doing this, or maybe everybody else is doing that. They want you to focus on you, because what is right for everyone else is not right for everyone, right? So I feel like this is about you trusting your intuition, opening that third eye chakra, that deep knowing, even your crown chakra, okay? And I feel overcoming a blockage, because the Devil card is not an evil card. It is basically a card of where we feel blocked. Now, right now, you've got a lot of opportunity. So I feel like some real exciting things coming your way. Whenever you're wrestling with something and you don't really know which way to go, it's always good to look at things as in being excited to have all of the opportunities rather than be like, oh gosh, I've got so much to wrestle with, I don't know what to do next. Look at it in a different way. Fox, clever. Okay, this is your final card. Fox, clever. So you are being very, very shrewd in this situation. It says, you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. I mean, wow, that's literally this. Okay, as I said, this is not a love reading, but I mean, there is romance available here for you, for sure. If you are looking for love, or if you're with someone already, I feel like you'll be deepening your connection with somebody, but you're being very clever. You're making the right decisions. So trust the way forward, my beautiful Leo. I also feel like foxes will be symbolic for you in the next couple of weeks. This reading is just a bit of a check-in, really. But when you see a fox, I feel like it is to remind you of how smart you are, but not just that. I feel like it is a caution kind of energy for you to be aware of your surroundings, or to be aware of whatever it is, the details, the fine print. So for example, if you're on your way home and you have to sign a contract and you saw a fox on the way home, Spirit is giving you that indication. Make sure you do your due diligence and check all the fine print, all the details, because there could be something hidden. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides and Angels. Okay. Oh, I love this. They've given you the paw print, making your mark. You are on the right path, my beautiful Leo. Don't doubt yourself. Even if you're going through a difficult time right now, I know you're trying to be really positive, and you know, even in the face of feeling like luck is not on your side at this moment in time, it is all about to turn around and shift. But they want you to be aware, following your heart will bring you the peace that you desire. Okay, there is going to be a major change, but I feel like you are actually taking the first step towards something, or you're making your mark in something, and it's going to go the way that you hoped. Okay, they want me to put this on the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, of course they do, after that experience with that Wheel of Fortune card. I'm so excited about that happened. Anyway, moving on. Thank you so much. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. I'm just going to pull a card and see if there's any other sort of anything else you need to be aware of, because I feel like there's a lot of positive energy there, but I feel like you are wrestling with something in the mind. Eight of Pentacles and the Eight, double eight. I mean, when you start to see synchronicities like that, double eights and things like that, that's very important. Double eight, you know, can give you an energy of, you know, infinite possibilities. Okay, the eight is the number of the self, and eight also happens to be the Strength card, which is a Leo energy as well. But the Eight of Pentacles basically says you're learning. We're all students of life. Go easy on yourself, okay? Have compassion for yourself. You're working really hard right now, and you are achieving. So sometimes it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and 4 steps back, but I feel there is a point where you're going to recognize that you're awesome at what you do, and you're going to sort of enjoy it and learn a little bit more, gain a little bit of knowledge. And I feel financially things are going to get better for you. Okay, I do feel like you're going to be able to sort of squirrel some money away, but I feel like it's been a lot of hard work recently, and I feel like you're trying to remain positive. With the Eight of Cups, they're saying it's okay to walk away from anything that doesn't sort of be in alignment with your heart. You know, the Eight of Cups reminds you that, you know, sometimes we have to withdraw. Sometimes we have to move on from the things that we thought we may have wanted, but have actually made us feel like it's not worth it anymore. So it's not that you're giving up. It means you're focusing on something else. So, for example, if you have lost your job, or you're looking for a career change, or you're changing something major in your life, it's all about perspective and choice. The person we were when we were 20 is different to the one we are now. So, you know, just because I feel like you're still on the right path, you're definitely on the right path, because the person in the Eight of Cups takes the decision to walk away from things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling. Okay, and the figure doesn't know where they're going. They're on a real journey of discovery. They're letting go. They're seeking greater meaning. Let me get my words out. Seeing beyond the superficial. Not everything that glitters is gold. So I feel like you're walking away in order to seek something better. And the figure on the Eight of Cups always walks straight into the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled. So I feel like You're walking your, is it, oh, what's the sentence? You're walking your talk. Is that what they say? That's an energy that I get here. I feel like you're aligning yourself with your true understanding of what you want, and you're fearlessly pursuing it, re-examining where you've been, where you are now, and where you want to go. And some of the things you're leaving behind, but you know that whatever you're sort of walking towards is going to be very, very rewarding, okay? And I feel like this is for you. This is your journey, and I feel like you're owning it, okay? So I'm just going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Leo. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo. Love and light.